What's up, friends? It's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy, and welcome to another video of Crips and Buds. If you like what you see, check out some more videos. I'm still learning, and I've completely flipped my script several times now. So if you want to get into it, get into it. It's a wonderful hobby. It helps you isolate so many awesome things about yourself. So I've kind of developed a name for myself. I'm good at getting them started, apparently. Seedlings. I'm not happy with all my methods. I'm trying all kinds, and actually this latest one that I found is freaking awesome. I give credit where credit is due. This is the Cannakan, and this thing is freaking awesome, man. I got this listening to a podcast. To be blunt, I actually recommend that podcast. I laugh my ass off when I watch it. And this is how it came. It came in its own little package. And I'll start to take stuff out for you so you could see like what was in this package. And it comes with a lot of stuff. This was the coolest thing. It comes with its own little heating pad. That I freaking love this thing. It's a space saver. Like ridiculous space saver. It also comes with tweezers so you can maneuver the seeds inside this little Cannakan. All kinds of directions and charts, and there's actually a little heating kind of like mat. It goes on top of this thing, so they fit perfectly together. It's wonderful. And this is the Cannakan, and hopefully I don't show it upside down, but whatever. This is the Cannakan, and this thing freaking rocks. I love it. This is as big as it is. It's no lie. You could plug it in, put it in the corner. I put it under a chair. You don't even know it's there, man. And it's got this little twisty top on it, and don't mind my labels. I have extra labels. The cool thing about this is you don't have to label stuff. Well, it makes it easy to label. That's like the convenience got it for this. So you take the cap off, and there's this green thing inside it, and there's all these little slots, and they have like the way it goes in and stuff. This thing slides right out, and it's open inside here. It's a little wet because I've used it, and there's like water gauge marks on the inside of this thing. And if you can see the little plastic strip, this thing has little areas where the plastic whatever slides right in, and that is so cool. I freaking love it. Then there's this green thing, right? It's got all these little sections, so you could do so many different seeds. And the cool thing is about this thing is not only you put it on a seed pad or whatever, you fill it once, and then you can soak them, and then you pour a little bit of the water out, and you can put the humidity in, split them. That's what I meant. And that's what the cool thing is. Like when I want to soak some seeds, the soak stage in this thing, for me, I can see where people use it different ways for whatever they could do. I can't really read, so I got to rely on common sense. So all of this that I'm telling you is kind of my common sense. So I would fill this with seeds that I want, and sometimes a mark on whatever, and it depends on how your brain is. There's charts in this thing right here. There's actually all kinds of little, like one of those things you could write on and erase. So you put in whatever seed you want into whatever container you want. Then you put it in this thing. If I can get it back in here, give me a second. after you put it back in this thing, you put the top right on. You fill it up with water, and all the seeds got their own little areas. You know what I mean? Let it sit all night, whatever. I put it on the heating pad, and the next day, I simply take the top off. You know, reach in gently, however you want to, and take the seeds out. Leave them up so all the water drains out. There's this little like drain hole thing at the bottom, and the other side has this like paper, I don't know what it is, but it's absorbent. It actually holds the water very nicely. And you would dump this out, and you just dump the water out. Then there's a little gauge fill thing that's like a 1/4 inch high inside here, and you fill up just like a 1/4 inch of water, and then you put this green thing back into it. You put it back in its spot, and you put it on its little heating pad. Put the top on it, that kind of stuff, and you know, you let it sit until the seeds split, and the seeds will actually split and grow, and it's freaking wonderful. I love the thing. After they split, you know, I'll grab them with the little tweezers or whatever, and I'll plant them. And I gotta say, man, props on this thing. This thing is freaking cool. I recommend them. A lot of big growers now. I watch a lot of videos about growing cannabis, and I freaking love this plant. It helps me because it helps me in all kinds of ways. But there's a lot of people starting to get turned on to this thing. And I think it's because of convenience, ease of use, and first and foremost, space saver. When I split seeds, oh my goodness, I'm a little grower, and it just takes up a freaking desk. You know, I do the paper towel method, or I used to. You know, get a plate or soak it in a cup of water, get the plate, put the paper towel, have space or whatever, keep it warm. I ain't got to do none of that now. This little pack comes with everything that I need. So I definitely recommend using this to split your seeds. Now the screwing up part. Don't be afraid to screw up. You're going to screw up. Actually, that's how I learned my best lessons and how to remember things. Is when you screw up, it's kind of like, oh, damn, I didn't want that to happen. You ain't going to do it next time. So, I used to bug out. Yeah, I don't bug out no more. I just kind of take it in stride and whatever. And once you get used to growing this plant, you have to kind of like, you learn a lot about yourself. I recommend a backup. So if something goes wrong, you can always, use your backup and kind of keep things going. I downsized because, life is crazy and it does all kinds of crazy things to you. So I have to adjust. However, I do have a 4x4 from AC Infinity. I love that freaking tent, man. That tent is awesome. It's thick, there's no light leaks, the zipper's easy, it's sturdy, all kinds of stuff, whatever. I started some new ones. I got some of those auto pot things. Those are in the game, and it was my birthday. Someone sent them for my birthday, and I am about to start them. I've heard that they work a lot better after the root system gets a little more developed. Now, I literally just planted these babies, and 2 of them in the bigger pots are 4-assed monkeys. That's a funny ass name. That actually sold me on that. I think it's from Mephisto. Then the 2 little ones are photo periods. 2 bigger ones are autoflowers, and the 2 little solo cups are photo periods, and those are purple punch. And they're both actually from North Atlantic Seed Company. And just like this freaking Cannakan, I learned about the North Atlantic Seed Company. I've heard that name before, but I was watching a 2B Plum podcast. All of a sudden, the owner of North Atlantic Seed Company is on. So I love listening to it. And if you do get involved, there's all kinds of discount codes. There's, look do the research. If you want to know about this plant, go know about it. It doesn't stop. It's like jumping in an ocean. You think you know something until you jump in the ocean and you know nothing. So that's kind of what it's like. First you just know it's wet. That's it. So growing this plant is wonderful. Consuming this plant is wonderful. welcome aboard. If you're part of this journey now, enjoy yourself. That is freaking so important. Find the enjoyment in it, find the laughter in it, find that zen in it. It's really, really cool. I'm severely disabled, and that thing is keeping me alive now. Thanks for watching the channel. If I tugged on your heartstrings this some kind of way, subscribe to it. You know, maybe you learn something, maybe don't. Maybe you could teach me something. I love to learn about this plant. This plant is my medicine. This thing keeps me alive. I'm like crazy disabled. I can't even see the camera right now. And I grow cannabis. That is a medicinal plant, and it really helps keep me alive now.